you either reach out to or hear from the Pac-12 regarding those fourth down spots that led to first down that were
No,
controversial?
they don't reach out to you or talk to you about spots during the game. So
What did you think about those two calls?
they said we didn't get them, so it doesn't matter what I think. I'm not the official, so you just live with what they call. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing that can change. So even if they said they were wrong and it was a bad spot, they don't let you play the game over. So you move on.
What do you think about challenging the second one?
They're all challenged because they're talking to the officials all the time. So officials tell me what's going on in the booth, so you don't have to challenge them. They said they looked at him. So
What's Dorian's status? Is he practicing today?
we want to see what he can do. There's nothing long term with him, so he is banged up from the game. So we'll see what his status is as the week goes along.
The ankle?
It's his leg.
You talked about Deshaun, the substitution pattern with Felton.
Yeah.
Ultimately, don't you want to have him on the field more, though? Isn't that kind of your...
Well, we're a one-back offense, so the other kid's pretty good.
Right.
In case you were wondering, so we're a one-back team, and you got to keep two healthy backs in there fresh. So that's kind of what they were doing. Some coverage things that Arizona did. They played a lot more zone than Washington State did. I think we exploited Washington State when they played man coverage on Felton. That was some big plays from that. Arizona didn't play a lot of man. They played a lot of zone and tried to keep him in front of them. So. Part of it is what's dictated by play call. There's certain play calls that are for Felton, certain play calls that are for Josh, but a lot of that's depending on what the defense is doing. So we talk all the time as a staff pregame during the week. What is our game plan and who's in? But we want to keep fresh bodies in there all the time, and I think Deshaun does a great job with those guys.
Could you also put him at maybe slot receiver to get him on the field more? Felton.
Excuse me?
Put Felton as slot receiver.
Yeah, but that's not what he practices. So I could put him at defensive back too, but he don't practice that either. So that's kind of a silly question, to be honest with you.
Oh, he played receiver.
Yeah, a year ago. But we had guys that played defense a year ago that are playing offense. So you don't say, hey, in the middle of the game, let's go put him at that position. That's what they practice during the week and where they've been the entire time. So that's part of what kind of goes into the game plan. So.
What is it about the multiple tight end sets that leads you to believe it could be successful? Is it the personnel?
Well, that's what the strength of our team is. I think our tight end is the strength of our what we have on the offensive side of the ball. We inherited Devin and Jordan and Lynchy and a couple of those other guys, and you got to play to your strengths. But the tight ends are really, I think, I would say that's our position of strength. We're down at receiver. Theo's down right now, so we've got some injuries at that spot. We're down at running back. We really only had two running backs because Martell Irby's out right now. So really the strength of our offense from a personnel and a skill standpoint is the tight end position.
So what is the status of Theo Howard?
He's out right now. So we'll see how
was
he
he
goes.
re-injured in the Oklahoma game?
Yeah, he got hurt in the Oklahoma game.
When did Martell get hurt?
A couple weeks ago.
Practice.
No, he got hurt in the Oklahoma game.
Okay. You switched holders and snappers on field goals. Do you think that might be part of what's going on with JJ?
We didn't switch a holder. Wade's been the holder all along. So.
No, but you switched for Matt Lynch.
Yeah, Matt Lynch plays tight end for us.
Right, but last year, the years before,
And Matt Lynch was a
JJ
backup quarterback. So to have a tight end that's in and then gets hit on the play before, and then you have to switch your holder in the middle of the game is not what you want to do. So that's why Wade Lees is our holder, and Wade's is a really good holder.
The question is, JJ was very good the first 3 years, and then this year he struggled a bit.
No, the holds were perfect on the kick, so that's got nothing to do with it. Wade's a really, really good holder. He's got experience doing it, and probably one of the better ones I've ever been around. So I think he's doing a really good job. So.
You also made a change with the snapper on field goals, right?
Yeah, the snap was fine. So.
Okay. Well, so what do you see wrong with JJ?
I think he missed one field goal the other night, so that's kind of what I see with JJ.
He's 2 for 5 on the season.
Okay.
And
I'm talking about
like
the other night.
70% before this year.
Okay. So we got to correct what's going on with the kicker, but when you're not swinging a golf club, right, you don't switch a golf club, So that's part of. So that's not it. You got to look at it and analyze it. It's just you just can't fish for. Hey, we switched our left tackle, so this pass play doesn't work. Is that the issue, or is it the scheme? You got to really look at what it is, and just instead of guessing at what you think the cause and effect is actually look at it. But on those kicks, the snaps and the holds were good. So.
What did tape tell you about Austin Burton coming in there?
AB did a nice job. That's what we expected out of him. I thought he threw some nice balls. We had a drop that kind of hurt a drive, but I thought he put the ball on him. Controlled it the way we wanted it controlled, and gave us an opportunity to tie the game and go to overtime. So I thought AB, when he was at what he was asked to do in that situation, for not having played a significant amount of snaps at all, I thought he did a really nice job.
Gavin Newsom signed the bill today that allows athletes to make money off their likeness. Do you think that's a good thing for these kids?
It doesn't matter what we think; it's a law. So,
Right.
do you think the speed limit is a good thing? You pay attention to it, so it's a law. Then I think the NCAA will have to make their adjustment. The law goes into effect in, I think, 3 years, in 2023, and there should be a lot of discussion that goes on between now and then. But I think that I agree with it. I think it's the right thing to do. It doesn't cost the universities, it doesn't cost the NCAA. It just what it did before is it put restrictions on athletes, and it no longer does. And I think it's progress. The Olympics used to just be for amateurs. The Olympic model changed over time, so I would imagine the NCAA model has to change over time. So.
Is that something you've talked to your coaching staff and recruiting staff about? Could that change anything?
It's got nothing to do with us. We didn't put the rule into effect. So.
But do you think that'll change anything for your recruiting in the next few years? Like
In 3 years?
Well, I mean,
The
students.
rule
who
doesn't go
come-
into effect until 3 years. So.
But if students come next year, then
That still doesn't affect the student. That doesn't affect anybody. So, there's a lot of discussions that have to occur at the NCAA level that are way above my pay grade, so that you have no idea what happens in those situations. So, to waste our time talking about a law that's going to be in effect 3 years from now in a recruiting meeting doesn't make any sense to us. So.
Is there an update
Last
on
question.
Tyree, and then I think maybe also might have got hurt in that game as well?
Tyree
Tyree Thompson.
yeah, he's coming along. And Osa's practicing today. So.
Okay.
Anything else?
Wait, wait.
He'll practice today.